Good morning, it's Stacey Ashley here, and gosh, can you believe it? Only a few days to Christmas, and for those of us still at work, only a few days till a really good break. So I would love to know, are you already on your holidays? Are you still working? Are you from home? What's going on? I'm just going to get rid of my banner here so I don't get in trouble from my team as much as anything. Okay. So I am really, really excited that today I'm launching or letting people know about the summer series that I'm going to be running through my lives, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, over the summer, because hasn't it been an amazing year? And so what I want to do is, because there have been so many challenges, is actually to help people get set up for next year so they can have a really great way forward, despite the fact that we know there are still going to be challenges. So let's really get ready for it. So this has come about because so many people I've been talking to have obviously been sharing some of the leadership challenges they've faced this year, and it's taken its toll. And, you know, there's been some amazing things that have happened, some incredible achievement and progress. And I think just, you know, making it through, in fact, is an incredible achievement. And so what I want to do is to give people every opportunity to set themselves up to be their leadership best in the next 12 months. And to use this, in Australia anyway, kind of holiday period, to help you to do that, to give you some ideas to just reflect on and think about, and you can come back to once you're back in that kind of work zone. So I'd really love to tell you a little bit more about that. I'm just going to check on my comments. Jason, great to see you there, and looking forward to catching up in the new year with you. For others, if you're watching the recording, then please share your comments and thoughts. One of the things that I would love to know from you this year, it's had its fair share of challenges, and so many people have brilliantly stepped up to them. But what do you foresee as the challenges continuing into 2021, or the new challenges that leaders will need to be able to deal with, to face up to take on in 2021? I'll share a few of the things that I have heard, and you can see if they resonate with you as well. So I think most recently, the really big theme has been fatigue. I think everybody is very aware of the impact of, you know, the changing conditions and responses and new ways of working and all of those sorts of things that we've all had to deal with in 2020. So that's been a big one, and I've been doing a lot of research in that space, and there's this concept of surge capacity depletion, which is beyond fatigue, which I think is where a lot of people are. They're more tired than normal. They're really just kind of holding on by their fingernails to have a break. And I think, you know, we need to recognize that this is more than just, you know, the normal kind of end of year, I'm feeling tired. It's beyond that. And so we need to actually address that in a different way, rather than just assuming that, you know, a bit of a holiday or a bit of a break is going to fix it. Because it will certainly help, but it's not the whole story. The second one of the kind of key challenges that I've noticed, or key themes when I've been speaking to leaders, is that while everyone's done a really amazing job of trying to stay connected and communicating through this year, there has been a sense of less connection than I used to have. So less connection than, say, you know, if I go back to 2019, I feel less connected with my team. I feel less connected with my leader. And that's a pretty consistent theme. And more than 30% of people are feeling like that. And it's completely reasonable and very understandable. But it's also something that as leaders we need to be aware of, both for ourselves and our teams and our broader organisations, so that we can then go, well, what do we want to do about that to elevate that connection? Because, as we know, we thrive as humans on connection. So that's another one. A couple of other things that I've noticed is that there's also this, we've been so focused on just responding, getting things done and that sort of thing, that and we've for many organizations and teams and individuals, their goals changed quite significantly. And so the goals that they had at the beginning of the year, they didn't actually reach. And so that doesn't feel good. And so we need to really shift our focus to focusing on progress sometimes rather than just goal achievement. So let's actually reflect on our progress. Let's celebrate progress. Yes, celebrate the goals, celebrate surviving, celebrate getting to the next, whatever it is, week, month, milestone. We need to actually celebrate those things because, again, celebration is acknowledgement. It's valuing effort and intent. And all of those things at the moment are very powerful to help people to carry on. So they're just some of the challenges that I have come across. So I would love to know from you, what are some of the themes that you've noticed around work and organizations and teams, and even how you're actually feeling yourself as a leader. And so anyway, hearing all of these themes, what I decided is I really want to help people to be able to springboard into 2021 and really set themselves up for possibility, rather than just going, wow, it's going to be another hard year. And yes, there will be challenges. I've been talking to a lot of people to say, 2020 was the sprint of response. 2021 is going to be the beginning of the marathon of transformation, which will take years, for us to actually navigate through the changes that have been wrought from the pandemic. And so we as leaders need to set ourselves up to be able to lead sustainably through that marathon of transformation. And so this is what led me to create the SummeR series. And the SummeR series is 12 episodes, which I'm going to be sharing live on Wednesday mornings and Sunday afternoons. And of course, they'll be recorded so you can get access to them. What I'm going to do is a little bit of kind of sharing some concepts, mostly fairly practical, so that it's about taking a complex idea and giving you something fairly simple and practical that you can actually then move forward with. So I'll be sharing those ideas, and then I'll be doing a little bit of coaching to help you apply those concepts to yourself. And so that's what I'm going to do. It'll be about somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes a session, I'm guessing, depending on how many comments and questions and all of those sorts of things. So let me just share with you some of the topics. I've actually listed them in the post. We're going to focus on your return to work. That's the very first thing we're going to do. Get you set up to return in a really good way, so that again, it's about springboarding you into 2021. We're going to focus on replenish. That's such an important thing because we've got this surge capacity depletion. We're going to do a reflection and review piece, focus on relationships, reassess your career and how it's fitting for you, and what, if anything, you might need to do about that. We're going to set you up with a roadmap for 2021, help you to really refocus on your leadership, learn how to resist the bright, shiny new objects, which can sometimes kind of get in the way of the really important things that you need to do. Take some learnings, do some celebration, recalibrate the way that you work with your teams, your peers, and your boss, so that you've got a really good cadence of operating with all of them. And also a bit of focus on being relevant and maintaining yours and your team's relevance going forward. So I think it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to sharing all of this with you. And if there's anything else that you can think of that starts with R that you'd like to get some help with, then, please do let me know. So I'd love to see you Wednesday morning, if you can spare that little bit of time. If not, watch the recording. As I said, we're going to focus on the return to work as the very first episode. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited about being able to share this with you. It's kind of a gift, I guess. It's a gift to leaders. I want leaders to be equipped with the things that they need to not just survive, not just cope, but to really be able to do the things that they want to make the difference that they want to and that they need to in 2021 and beyond. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments, and if there's anything specifically that you think would be useful for me to add, then pop that in there as well. And I'll be obviously talking with you pretty soon because the first Wednesday is tomorrow. So stay well. If you're still at work, just, set yourself up for 2021. Tidy up now. If you're on break, then enjoy that. And I'll be talking to you again very soon.